It's the opening day of the BCA 2020 Cup. Our coverage on the Nation News Network comes from the Desmond Haynes Oval in Blackrock, where two clubs with a long and rich history in the game in Barbados are set for battle. Hosts and defending champions Carlton look to make a strong start to the defence of the title on home soil. And the visitors, ESA field Pickwick, with Trinidad and Tobago Red Force and West Indies batsman Kyle Hope in their lineup, look to play a spoiler. This is a close-up look of the pitch at the Desmond Haynes Oval. It looks typically full of runs, and the batsmen hopefully will make full use of it. A bit of work before the start for umpires Kareem Tate and Shimar Boyce. A damp spot from water caused by overnight rain spilling off the covers. And they had to supervise the Carlton groundsman to make things right. And that meant a 10-minute delay to the start of the pyrotechnics for the two teams. The two captains, Matthew Jones of Carlton and Jared Jilks of Pickwick, were joined by match referee Orlando Greenwich for the toss, which was won by Carlton, and they chose to bat. We pick up play early in the Carlton innings. Zahir Mutara is the bowler, and he's delivering to Mikhail Marshall, who gets an early boundary. Marshall with a gorgeous square drive to collect another 4 off Mutara to give the innings early momentum. Mutara, however, makes the breakthrough for Pickwick. Renardo Holder caught at mid-off for 2. Carlton slipped to 30 for 2 when Sharan Thompson had Marshall LBW for 21 in the 5th over. Carlton fought back with a couple of tidy partnerships in the second half of their innings. Their skipper, Matthew Jones, hitting a few lusty blows before he was dismissed in the 60th over. But left-hander Marlon Welcome Goodman held the innings together down the stretch. He reached his 50 in grand style to finish with the top score of 54 from 43 balls that included 4 fours and 3 sixes. And Carlton ended their resistance with a total of 144 for 5 from their allocation of 20 overs. Former Barbados captain and West Indies opener Desmond Haynes, after whom the ground is named, among the Carlton faithful watching their side. Final instructions for the Carlton team from their coach Shirley Clark, and a team chat before they take the field to defend their total. Pickwick openers Kyle Hope and Craig Holden make their way out to do battle for the visitors. Pickwick found themselves in early trouble. Daryl Walker is bowled by Dane Currency. Currency gets a second wicket when he has Rohan Ryan caught in the deep to put the skids on the Pickwick batting before they stumble to 32 for 5. A 4 for Kyle Hope, but Pickwick needed a lot more of this from him to put the home team on the back foot. Hope led the way for the visitors with 37, but no other Pickwick batsmen distinguished themselves or reached 20. Joshua Burton is caught at extra cover off Alex Bridgman to end an unsuccessful run chase for Pickwick and seal a 68-run victory for Carlton. The defending champions, their captain Matthew Jones, was delighted.
I feel extremely good because to the fact that individuals thought that we were weakened because we had 4 players in the CPL, 4 of our major players, and we showed them that we can do good without them. So imagine when they're here, we'll do even better.
A good innings from Marlon. Welcome Goodman to set the innings up. What do you think about his innings and what do you think about the batting today?
Marlon was always an excellent player, and we are very pleased to have him within our squad because he's an individual, can do damage when damage is needed to be done, and he's always welcome. And our team, our batting, well, we were going well. We were going fortunate out in the beginning, but nevertheless, we fought through and we did what we needed to do.
And then the bowling, gave good support. You yourself and the other bowlers did a fantastic job keeping things tight, and they didn't even score 100. That must make you feel pleased.
Yes, it actually does. As our coach Shirley Clark stated in his interview, he said we thrived on our bowling. So we knew once we had a decent total on the score, on the table, it would have been quite a challenge, knowing our bowling attack, for the opposition to have a chance to win.
The season has been delayed by 3 months. We're only playing T20. How are you guys coping? How's the team dealing with the setbacks because of COVID-19?
Well, fortunately for us, the guys decided that as soon as we got the all clear to come and practice, everyone came out and we hit the road running. And it really has not affected us because the guys really missed the game.
Talk to us too as well. This, as I said, is a very important win for you. Gets the season off to a good start. How much are you looking forward to the next game against the BDFSP here at home?
Well, I'm looking forward to every game actually because we have a statement to make. We would like to do the double, and that is our intention, and we're going full steam ahead.
And what did you learn from today that, as a captain, that you're going to take forward for the remainder of the season?
Well, today what I learned is that everyone has an input and is of some value. And once I listen, I would look to go forward and hopefully win.
A valuable half-century for Marlon Welcome Goodman swung the match decisively for Carlton, and he says he hopes it's the beginning of things to come.
I thought the guys were training pretty hard coming on to the season. The COVID-19 had us in a bit of a setback, but we're missing a few players, Calmeers, Keon Hardy and Naim Young, so I just thought that it was an exceptional effort from the guys today.
Fluent but important innings from you, half-century. How to set up the innings? Talk us through that year and all.
Well, I know it was the key man, so I know he had to bat most of the overs, play each ball on its merit, and put away the bad balls. I thought the wicket wasn't the best to bat on, but it was a good innings.
I was going to ask you about the conditions. How did you find things out there?
It was a bit tough early on. We lost some wickets in some vital times, but me and Shamar Springer put on a good partnership, and then the skipper came in as well. So I thought it was a good effort all around.
The season's been delayed by 3 months. You're playing only T20 matches. How have you been handling that personally?
Personally, I was missing the game, to be honest. I was doing a bit of training as well in the gym. Zidane Clark and also Tariq Shuri, but we had to stop because of the COVID-19. But other than that, I thought the guys put in a good effort.
What did you learn from this innings that you hope that you can carry forward for the rest of the season?
Well, to be honest, this innings was very important to me because I've been working really hard. Spent a little bit more time at the crease and just put away bad balls.
How important was this win for the team?
This win is very important for the team right now because we're missing key players and also we're defending champions, so it's always good to hit the road rocking.
And you got your next match here at home again against the BDFSP. How much are you looking forward to that?
Well, as I say, as that day comes, we just take each game at a time and we play to the best of our ability and do the basics.
Here's a summary of the scorecard. Remind you that Carlton won the toss and chose to bat. Marlon Welcome Goodman with the top score of 54 and a couple other useful contributions to get Carlton up to 144 for 5 from their 20 overs. In reply, Pickwick unsuccessful in their chase of 145 for victory, being bowled out in 15 overs and 5 balls. Kyle Hope led the way with 37, but that was all they wrote. 5 wickets shared between the slow bowlers Alex Bridgman and Dane Currency. Taking a look at the results in other Group A matches, straightforward wins for Wildy, Gladiola, Yorkshire and Empire. The victory for Empire over Barbados Youth A at Kensington Oval, highlighted by a half-century for Kofi Hurdle of 57. And Kadeem Aline led the way with 63 for Gladiola in their win over the Soldiers. Over to Group B, where there was an upset victory for Lords over St. Catherine. UEA got past Spartan in low-scoring contests, and YMPC, Wanderers and Police all won. A slew of half-centuries in these matches, but Brandon Thompson hit 62 and Leroy Johnson made 52 to put things in place for that Lords victory. A quick look over their standings in Group A, and similarly in Group B. Next Saturday's matches in Group A, 2 important games are featured. Carlton will be looking for their second consecutive win against BDFSP, and last year's losing finalists Empire face a tricky contest against Wildy. And in Group B, the UE Derby at Carefield will take centre stage, along with the match between first-round winners YMPC and Wanderers. Playing all matches starts at 1:30, so come out for a day of fun and exciting cricket. And remember to buy your copy of the Sunday Sun for reports and scores on all of the BCA T20 Cup matches, and continue to follow the progress of the competition on nationnews.com and all Nation social media channels. I'm Adriel Richard. Talk to you next week.